frenemy, a person with whom one is friendly despite a fundamental dislike or rivalry. There are many different kinds of frenemy relationships. You have the frenemies who are nice to each other's faces but then say that's the ugliest effing skirt they've ever seen once the other friend is out of earshot. Then there are the types of frenemies who act stank to each other's faces but actually secretly have each other's backs and want to see the other succeed. Then of course there's the type when sometimes they get along and sometimes they want to punch the other one in the throat, but it's all good because no one actually acts on it, they just think about doing it.
Laura, I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you.
All of these frenemy types and more have been portrayed on your favorite TV shows, so we're bringing you a rundown of some of the best TV show frenemies. Starting things off with Gossip Girl's Blair and Serena, these two were quite possibly the worst best friends to each other that a best friend could be. Literally every girl code rule was broken. They dated each other's men, stabbed each other in the back, and failed to support each other in their most crucial times of need. But despite it all, Blair and Serena always found a way to hug it out. Now, was it the healthiest relationship? No. But neither is ice cream, and you still eat it because it's good for the soul. Next up is Sadie and Jenna from Awkward, who unlike ice cream are more keen to eating each other's souls than nurturing them. Most would label these two the furthest thing from best friends for sure, but every once in a while we get a glimpse of Sadie's very sparse soft side and she shows a hint of compassion for Jenna, or at least tolerates her. For these two, the common denominator is Maddie McKibben. Both Sadie and Jenna are friends with Maddie, so when he gets himself into some sticky situations, aka dating a chick who is 50 shades of crazy, Sadie and Jenna put aside their differences to come to his rescue.
You're welcome.
This next set of frenemies started out as BFFs, but then a dude got in the way. I'm talking about Lauren Conrad and Heidi Montag from The Hills. Yeah, it was a reality show, but we all know that stuff was scripted. All was good in Hollywood between these two, but then Spencer Pratt entered the equation and destroyed everything in his path along with everyone's sanity.
I feel like I have to choose between you and Spencer.
But you have chosen.
No, Lauren, you can't just shut yourself off like that. It's like I'm reaching out.
I'm trying. That's why I'm trying to keep it in my crystals.
I don't think the crystals are working, man, because you're hyperventilating over here. You're red faced.
I know they're not working. That's why there's hundreds on me right now.
Maybe take them all off and look in the mirror.
Story goes that Lauren and Heidi were best friends for quite some time, but then Heidi started dating the toe named Spencer, who allegedly started a rumor that Lauren had a sex tape, which she didn't, and Heidi stood by his side instead of siding with her best friend. Needless to say, that was the friendship that quickly terminated.
Hoes before bros.
Next up is Sue and Mr. Schuester from Glee. You know the story. Sue hates the Glee Club and does everything in her power to shut them down. But although she tries to come across as a tough cookie, there were moments when Sue let her guard down and revealed a growing heart. And in true Glee fashion, she expressed it through song. This next one takes us back in the day with Full House's Stephanie and Gia. Stephanie Tanner was the sweet middle sister of the Tanner family who really never got into trouble. But like with most sitcoms, there's always that one episode when the goody two-shoes wants to be a rebel, gets involved with the wrong crowd, and shortly after has an epiphany and returns to her old ways. Well, in this case, Gia was Stephanie's kryptonite and made a few attempts to encourage Stephanie to take a walk on the wild side.
I better not.
How come?
I'm trying to quit. You should have seen my last chest x-ray.
In the end, the odd couple was able to respect each other's differences and move forward with their friendship. And thankfully, no lungs were harmed in the making. Next up is an iCarly throwback with Sam and Freddie. Sam and Freddie's relationship was the kindergarten classic. I like you, so I'm going to act like I hate you to mask my feelings.
Sam, come on, don't Sam, stop it.
These two started off acting as though they couldn't stand one another, but slowly grew comfortable with expressing their love and eventually became steady.
I'm sorry.
Give Mama some sugar.
Okay.
So cute. However, what is not so cute is the epic frenemy relationship that A has with pretty much every character on Pretty Little Liars. Who we now know as Charles De Laurentiis has caused 6 seasons of havoc on the whole cast of Pretty Little Liars and will continue to do so until our questions are answered in season 7. So what makes Charles qualify for the friend part of the root of frenemy? I don't know. It made more sense in the earlier seasons when everyone thought A was Allison. And hey, shout out to frenemies Mona and Hannah, who were once friends, but then Mona hit Hannah with her car, and friends just don't do that to friends.
I mean, that's just like the rules of feminism.
Other frenemy shoutouts go to Kate and Lizzie from Lizzie McGuire, and Tia and Tamara, and Roger from Sister Sister. Or as I like to call him, the original Felicia.
Go home, Roger.
And the final frenemies on our list are Rory Gilmore and Paris Geller from Gilmore Girls. When Rory first transferred to Chilton, her relationship with Paris was not the best.
I hate you.
It started a little rocky, but then after their competitive, loathing, repulsed phase passed, these two became the best of buds.
You've no right to be repulsed by my sex life.
So which of these frenemies were your favorite? Sound off in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and then click right here to check out the top 10 favorite Lindsay movies. Thanks for watching Clevver News. I'm your host, Danielle Robay, and I'll see you next time. Click to the left to check out the best movie cheerleaders of all time, and click to the right to check out the best movie Mean Girls. Yeah.